Hi guys, I'm back up here with another daily motivational message for the collective. Remember, all messages are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me, we can get you set up, come fuck with your girl, okay? Drop a comment down below, let it hear from you guys to start the discussion. As well as let's go share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? So that's about it. So we got one just channel message for the overall message and 4 cards from the success cards. So those orange ones I always talk about, okay? All right, let's go and get it popping, okay? So this channel message was inspired by like a short that I seen on YouTube. And she this particular phrase, this particular quote here, she spoke about on this particular short. I want to really elaborate on, and it's some true shit that we've never like really looked at from a whole perspective, right? So let's go on and get it popping. I forgot what her name was. Well, I didn't forget what her name was. I never said what her name was. It's just some lady who said it, right? So word to you. Shout out to you, sis. Anyways, let's keep moving forward. So the message is, you are born looking like your parents, but when you die looking like your decisions. Okay, let me say that shit again. You are born looking like your parents, but when you die looking like your decisions. Okay? So let's like really think about that, right? Which that's some true shit. When you are brought up in life, all of your struggles, all of who you are kind of starts out with your parents, your belief systems, and this, that, and the third. It's kind of built up based off of what you've seen growing up, right? But towards the end of your life, everything reflects what you've decided to do within your life in that time frame of being conscious of when it comes to you making a decision within your life to be the best version of yourself in any way, shape, or form. So that being said, if you don't live up to what you're supposed to be living up to, who you are, right? What makes you happy, what taps into you, right? What's connected with what the agreement that you and your source has, right? You're gonna be your decision to do that. The moment that you croak, your decisions you're gonna look more like your decisions versus looking like your parents, right? When you're in an energy where you discovered who you were, right? Because you gotta understand, man, as we grow up, we look outside of ourselves and really kind of follow and mirror and mimic our parents. But the moment that we've gotten conscious about who we are and started to actually discover who you are, once you awaken to yourself, now you're responsible for yourself. I repeat, once you awaken to yourself, you're fucking responsible for yourself. So every decision that you make is where you're gonna have to be accountable to that. You're gonna have to answer to that, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time, right? It's about us really deciding to be the best versions of ourselves, because when that day comes, when we quote unquote croak, right? We're able to say that we've done what was necessary, that your heart's desire, your soul has led you in that direction, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time, yeah, with the being. This energy has to do with really recognizing who you are, recognizing yourself, seeing yourself for who you are, right? Understanding that your decisions is making, is lining up your whole being, right? Because you have to understand, man, when it comes to who you are, you know what I'm saying? Let's just talk about you as a whole, right? Where you're at right now is based off of the actions and the decisions that you've made to get you right here. Right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time. Yeah, I can't make this shit up with the mechanical habits. Like I said, really analyzing your decision making, analyzing the things that you're doing, right? You're going to have to be conscious of the shit that you're doing. You can't be out here moving and like in a space of autopilot, right? This is that type of energy here because it's molding who you are. Not only molding who you are, you gotta think, you're born looking like your parents. So when you have quote unquote kids and things that come behind you, they're going to line up in with that same blueprint. You know what I'm saying? This is that type of energy in these moments in time. The way you change the world, right, is starting off by changing yourself, right? So when you change yourself, the people around you will view that. They're going to resist it to begin with, you know, and then eventually people's going to follow that same regimen. Then next thing you know, your family's starting to make good changes and good strides. And then from your family, it moves into your community. And before it moves into your community, it moves into, it moves into your community. It moves into like the country and the world and da. But everything starts with self. Everything starts with you. Understanding that you make the decision to be the best version of yourself or not. Right? So that's why it says when you die by yours. You die looking like your decisions. So that being said, if you decide to not wake up to who you are, if you decided to pull a Pete Davidson moment right now, when you die, you're gonna have to look at that and you're gonna have to accept that. Right? You're gonna have to accept that you didn't want to be more. You have to accept that you didn't push yourself to your highest potential, or even tapped in to your highest potential, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time here. When it comes to your walk with the experiencing chaos, shit, you gotta understand your path, your walk, your journey is not gonna be a straight line and a kind of easy path. It's gonna be all over the place. God's gonna show you, put you in some different predicaments and situations where it's like, fuck, man, this is like fucked up. And it's about you really walking through the shadow and dealing with that kind of wilderness energy. Because within that wilderness energy, you learn something from there. I've been listening to this, which y'all know, about this motivational speaker. His name's Eric Thomas, yeah. Thomas, yeah. Damn, I keep fucking his last name up. I'm sorry, bro. And I was listening to him last night, and he was talking about self-discipline and things of that nature. And what came to me, right, while I listened to this is why even do these readings, right? With this type of energy, it's like, yeah, it's for y'all, you know, it is for y'all to get these messages and shit, but it's really for me to make sure to build self-discipline, to make sure that I'm being the best version of myself, making sure that I am stretching myself, making sure that I'm being the best version of myself that I possibly can, right? So that being said, this is the same for the collective. It's about pushing yourself. It's about moving in a direction that may look a little hardcore to the collective outside of you, especially if you in the gym shooting on, you're practicing on your jump shot, your 3-pointer shot, I guess to say. I don't watch sports like that. And it's like, dude, let's come chill with us. It's like, no, motherfucker, I'm in the gym trying to perfect this. I'm trying to do this, right? With this type of energy here, it's about you perfecting yourself. So that being said, you being the first in the gym and the last to leave, right? They're sacrificing the concept of being a chatty patty at the quote unquote water cooler, right? This is that type of energy with the dark night of the soul, really. And within that video, because I went all over the place, he talked about fasting, right? He talked about fasting. That was my main point on why I brought Eric Thompson up. He talked about fasting, right? And he, when it comes to fasting, he talked about how sometimes you fast every once in a while to let this fucking flesh of yours know that you are not the boss. I am, right? I am in control of you, right? And that's the truth here, right? When it comes to your vices, when it comes to the things that you're experiencing, sometimes you gotta detach from them and fast from them, right? What can you say? I don't fuck with you no more. I'm fasting. Bitch, I'm attractive. Something like that, yeah. Which that's the truth, right? You're going to have to fast from your vices, right? Because remember, you die looking like your decisions that you've made. So any decision that you made to stay in the situation, it's going to reflect at your end of your life, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time where when you start to fast from your vices, right, you'll start to understand how to control the flesh. Because most of us, we fall victim with thinking that the flesh controls us instead of controlling the flesh, right? Well, we always fall victim of the flesh, right? So when you master the flesh, you can master anything. That means you've mastered the mind. That means you built a tolerance. That means you built a space of self-discipline. That means that you are in tune with your soul. What Kendrick, oh no, not Kendrick, Kanye West say? He said how you move through a room full of hoes. And how you stay faithful in a room full of hoes. He must be in tune with his soul. Something like that. I believe it's somewhere around the lines. And which that's true. Like, when you're in tune with yourself, you can, other shit can just, it can just glide off you. Can't stick on you too long. Right? So it's about us building that tolerance and really deciding to push forward to be the best version of ourselves as we're going through these dark nights of the souls. Because dark nights of the souls that's just going without something. Sometimes you gotta go without shit in life, right? And the moment that you can go without things and realize that you can fast from things, that's when you have more control of yourself, because you're not a victim to whatever you're attached to. You know what I'm saying? So this is that type of energy closing out this message. It's about you understanding that your decisions when you croak it's going to reflect you. Right? We're no longer hiding behind mommy and daddy. This is how I was growing up and this, that, the third. It's like, fuck no, you die by your decisions. So that being said, you're responsible for your life from this point on right now. So what are you doing to make your life better? Right? Right. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Remember, all messages are not for all. They're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest. As well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? Drop a comment down below. Let her hear from you guys to start the discussion. As well as it's going to share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? So to end out this message, start out your day with making what decisions that will benefit you as a soul, as an individual, instead of falling victim of your vices and allowing your flesh to take control of yourself, right? Control of you. Start taking control of your flesh, okay? Have a good morning and bye-bye.